I'm sorry that I can't do a gaming video today. It's just there's no one that I'm able to play with, and like I don't really have a solid screen recorder. Like this one over here does and lags a lot when it records games, and yeah. So today I wanted to make another top 10 list. It's gonna be the 10 scariest video games of all time. Number 1's gonna be the scariest video game of all time, and number 10 will be the 10th, like that. So yeah, let's get into the video. Number 10, guys, we have Alien Isolation. This game, I have this game. It's like one of my favorite games of all time, actually. And it actually is pretty insanely scary, if you ask me. It's that's a checkpoint right there. This game, like I said, I tried to make a video on this game with this screen recorder and it just didn't plain work. What's so scary about this game is that, like, you're alone doing these puzzles and there's an alien out there ready to get you. That's really the scary thing about it. But there are other things, like there are people ready to kill you in this game. And the part I'm in Alien Isolation is really difficult, and I can't understand how to do it. I don't remember what objective it was, but that's Alien Isolation for you. So, at our number 9 spot is a game that truly is scary, if you ask me. This is Petey, also known as Silent Hills. And, like, just look at it. You're by yourself, you're walking down this looping hallway, and it keeps, and stuff just continue to just show up. Like, as you see, there's this door down here. When you go, look what happens once you go down through this door, if you haven't even heard of this game yet. Look, boom. And now there's there's just something added that makes it a little bit more scary. Yeah, it's a little bit darker. This game is what I would say one of the scariest games, not the scariest game, but still makes it onto this list. Next up, guys, on this list we have The Suffering. This game, all the way back on the PS2, is really gross. I mean, when I saw the video, even though it's on the PS2, it's still an incredibly gross game. Trust me. There are a few creatures wandering around the place, ready to just jump out and kill you in this game. And that's what makes it so scary. There are also just some cutscenes of those that just makes it scary, like some cutscenes where you get to see the people die. That's why this game should be, like, you know, the scariest game. Well, not the scariest game, but one of them. Up on the list, guys, is Dead Space. This game, no arguing, this game is scary. Like, there are a lot of these really creepy guys running around you. Like the Suffering, there are a lot of guys running around the place ready to kill you. But this one, there's just so many more than in the Suffering, and you have to hit them so many times in order to kill just one. Like, you could have just killed, like, unlike the Suffering, you could have just killed one guy, and then a few seconds later, boom, there's another guy ready to come and kill you. That's just the way this game goes. I've actually wanted this game for a while, even though it looks really scary, and it is. It's actually an incredible game, and I really don't think I would waste my time playing it. This is Resident Evil 7. This game isn't just scary. This game is really gross, as you can see. And the thing about this game that's really scary is, like, unlike Dead Space, I keep on going to the last one. Things pop up, like, rarely, and I know, like, that also happens in the Suffering. They pops up rarely. It's just, I don't think it's it, you know, is as gross and scary as this game, because, like, you could, like, in this game you have to save this girl, and then at one point the girl just becomes this an evil creature that tries to kill you, and then even when you kill the girl and you walk back and then look back at her, she's gone, ready to sneak up on you again. That's another thing that's really scary about this game. Next up, guys, is Until Dawn. This game is I don't even need to explain it. It is scary. Like, you're walking around, and then at one point, this guy just jumps out at you unexpectedly. Like, I know, usually at an unexpected moment, but this time at a very unexpected moment. Like, you may be just walking out a door, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get jump scared. I mean, that didn't happen there, but trust me, this game, it's Until Dawn has this weird clown looking guy that is one of the reasons why it's so scary. He's just it, and his lips are gone. Also, well, what I mean by his lips are gone is, like, you can actually see his muscles. Oh gosh. That looks scary. And that's why it makes it to the number 5 spot on this list. Okay, the next game on our list is the original Resident Evil. I know, we already talked about Resident Evil 7 and how scary it was. Well, that doesn't stop this game from being even more scary. In the game, there's a lot of monsters. When you, like, just turn, like, when you just like turn to another direction on a hallway, there'll all be a already be a monster ready to jump out at you. And once you die, you become one of those monsters, so there's one extra monster ready to jump at you. This is a terrifying game for the Nintendo DS, and I honestly, even though I like horror games, this one I might not even want to play. Guys, of course, who would have unexpectedly, who wouldn't have thought this wouldn't, well, who would have thought this wouldn't be on this list? We have Slender, also known as Slender Man, because the character that you have to avoid in this game is called Slender Man. This game is really simple. You're just going around in the forest collecting 8 pages, and once you collect all the 8 pages, you have won. But as you collect each page, the music in the game gets creepier and creepier, and the Slender Man gets closer and closer. Like, for example, that's one of the pages, so he just collected one of them. And now the music's gonna get a little bit creepier. Sorry you can't hear it, but now it's gonna get a little bit creepier, and also the Slender Man is a little bit closer now. This game is really simple, but just so scary. And that's why it makes it to the number 3 spot on our list. So, guys, is another Slender Man game. It's called Slender Co Rival. This is the newest game in the series, I believe, and its graphics are pretty insane, which is what makes it so creepy. In this game, the music is even creepier, and yeah, I think there's just, I don't even think there's, I don't, here, I don't, so, there's still the Slender Man, but now there's a lot more enemies. And you're still in the forest, yes. But, it's just so, I don't know anyone who has this game, but I'm thinking about getting it and actually seeing how scary it really is. Because it does look actually pretty fun, but I can already tell that it's an incredibly scary experience. Even though those other games are terrifying, nothing, and I mean nothing, is nearly as scary as Silent Hill 2. This game it's just, oh man. In this game, you are that guy, you're going around. There are these really creepy creatures with like triangle heads, I guess. And yeah, it may not look too scary, but this game is terrifying. Trust me, you won't want to experience how scary this game is. Like, literally, you could just walk into a building, and then there's a guy right there ready to just slice you in half. This game, like, Petey was a Silent Hill game. It was in that series. Like I told you, it was also called Silent Hills. But it's the newest game in the series, and this game is way scarier, But not just way scarier, it's also a way better game. I also just wanted to say a lot of games, like, slowly gets scarier. Well, this game just immediately gets, like, incredibly scary, and it still gets scarier. Like, as you see, there's that guy walking down the street. My gosh. Okay, I don't want you to suffer this advertisement. I'm just gonna... This game... No other game will ever be, at least I think, on its level of... I guess I can say its level of scary, but that doesn't really make any sense. This this game is just so scary that I wouldn't even recommend you playing it, but it doesn't stop it from being a great game and also a terrible